I don't care if you're on the left or if you're on the right or if you're in the middle. I just think it's important to think about the information that they're feeding us. Hi, I'm Davidson. I'm an immigration lawyer. Oftentimes we like to talk on this program about specifically irritating subjects that have a huge impact on our public policies. And since I'm an immigration lawyer, what we like to talk about are immigration issues. We're all aware that there's a national labor shortage, and it doesn't matter whether you're in McDonald's or in a doctor's office, no one has help. Oh, I was getting my hair done and one of the distributors walked into the beauty parlor and he was making a delivery of shampoo to the beauty parlor. And on his way out, Darren, who cuts my hair, said to me, "That's the owner of the distribution company who is making deliveries on his own because he has no truck drivers." So it doesn't matter whether you own a restaurant, a medical practice, you're working in TJ Maxx, there are help wanted signs everywhere. There was an article in the Washington Post that is specifically entitled, "A big reason for the national labor shortage is lower immigration." So, first of all, I've been saying this for months. We have Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement that are back out on the run conducting I-9 audits, having employers take people off payroll, and the impact is that the people who company X takes off payroll are going next door and getting another job. I have landscapers coming to me who are going out of business because they can't stay open because they don't have workers to mow lawns, pick weeds. And this is not limited to New York or Long Island. I have had landscapers call me from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Georgia. This is a nationwide problem, and California. So here we are without employees to do work. I also have colleagues in England who told me there's a similar labor shortage in the UK where they literally have vegetables that aren't being picked off farms and sold in markets because they don't have workers. Yet at the same time, we don't want to grant any type of visas to let people come in and work. And you can say that this is an issue of the southern border, but it's not an issue of undocumented people at the southern border. I have difficulty getting extraordinary ability petitions approved, though I do get them all approved and most of the time without an RFE, which is a very, very important statement. But it's just very, very frustrating when you walk out in the world and you see help wanted signs everywhere, and then you're an immigration lawyer and you can't get people visa appointments to get a visa to get into the country. And then when you do have pending petitions and people want to leave the country on an advance parole and they go to the local district office to apply for an advance parole, they won't issue the advance parole, and you have clients calling you crying, "They won't issue me a parole." So we have policies where they won't let people in to work. Whether you're undocumented or documented, they won't let people out who have pending immigrant-based petitions to go visit family who are sick or I don't care if you're going to a wedding or a business meeting. Why is it that it's a new policy at all of the district offices that they're abusive and they don't issue advance paroles? I think that this is a really important conversation to continue.
So let me ask you a question. What's the first step you think to get people to convince people to start letting people get the advanced paroles and the EADs?
This is such a great question. Why is it that the policy at the district offices, the USCIS district offices, is to be cruel and mean, unhelpful, and to say no to an advanced parole? I can tell you that having been there and having clients sent there, they will blame it on COVID, that they're short-staffed. But being short-staffed begs the question of, I qualified for an emergency appointment. The 1-800 number set up this appointment for me. this emergency case has already been vetted, so I don't even understand why they're vetting them at the district offices. And people are leaving in tears. My general advice in those instances is do not leave, call a supervisor. If it doesn't work to call a supervisor, call the section chief. There is no good reason why, if a person has an immigrant visa petition pending and what we call an adjustment of status, that they shouldn't be allowed to leave the United States to visit people. So here's the thing. I have to backtrack. Advance paroles should be issued when you file the adjustment of status application. Due to COVID and shortages of labor at USCIS, somehow advance parole stopped being issued and we were on an 11-month backlog. People have plans, people have places to go, people to see. So if you qualify for an emergency to leave the United States, you can go to the district office with an appointment and they're supposed to issue the advance parole. That said, they don't. Wish I could explain why you can't get a visa to come in and you can't get an advance parole to go out because none of it makes sense
But what
to
you're
me.
saying is they're making appointments for these people?
Yeah.
And yet they're saying no after that?
Correct. Yeah. These are just my thoughts. Like, what are you thinking about?